So number one, I want to talk about love this morning in action. Number one, love in action. We see in verse 4, it says, love is patient and kind. Okay, I know right there I could give an altar call just off of those two, and it would probably be full, right? As I'm working on this yesterday, I was like, oh, I don't even want to talk about patience and love, or patience and kindness. Because if you're a mom, that's all I have to say. Patience, if you're a parent at all. But verse 4 says, love is patient and kind. Did you know that love is not based off of feelings? Let's say amen to that. Love is not based off of our feelings. In fact, we use the word very loosely in our society. We say, oh, I love that shirt. Oh, I love that restaurant. Oh, I love your hair. We just use it very flippantly in our culture. And sometimes we let our feelings dictate how we act or how we respond to people. Oh, I don't feel like it today. Oh, I don't really care what they think. I'm not going to do it. Love is not based on our feelings. Some of you also say, I love you, but... How many have heard that one before? I love you, but... Just based off of feelings. But true love, genuine love, the love of the church, is always demonstrated by action. Always. One thing I love about children is they always do say that they love you with an action. I want you to think about this for a moment. If a child comes to you, 3, 4, 5 years old, and they say they love you, they usually wrap their arms around you and give you a big hug. They slobber all over your face with a kiss that's open-mouthed. They draw you a picture, and they hand it to you, and they say, I love you. They are automatically doing an action associated with the love that's in their heart for another person. And somewhere along the line, that changes, and love becomes more of a feeling and not an action. In John chapter 21, it starts in verse 15. We see Jesus telling Peter, they have a conversation going on. And Peter says, you know that I love you, Lord. And Jesus says, Peter, if you love me, feed my sheep. And then Peter says, oh, but Jesus, you know I love you. And the second time in a row, he says, but Peter, if you love me, feed my sheep. Action. And then he asks a third time, but Jesus, you know that I love you. And again, Jesus says, if you love me, feed my sheep. It's not just okay to say it, but we have to put action to the word of love.